Well, he tried hard, I think, to get me. I mean, he was flirting with me when I was with somebody else. Tried to make an impression with his class ring.
He called me and said, oh, he forgot. He already had another date that night. So he says, but we can do it another night. Cause
I felt comfortable with her, so.
We met at National Camp. She had a date with the other guy, and I had a date with another girl.
I don't like this story.
And we decided to swap. Been together ever since.
We met each other at Wittenberg University at a basketball game.
I found out about her and discovered she was shorter than me, and so that was important to me. I never thought that anybody would be interested in me because I was a minister and I had 3 children and had been married. And it takes a special lady to come into the life of somebody like me.
The very first time he came to the house to pick me up, he opened the car door for me. And he opens the car door for me to this day.
I could always depend on him, and like I was more mature because we were made to do so many things as we was growing up by our parents, you know, responsibilities and
sense of humor.
Yeah, we laugh at each other.
Just, yeah. And he does all kind of things to me, like put spiders in the bed. Oh, he's in the corner laughing, and I'm going.
We learned to communicate.
And we're in agreement with most of the big things. I just felt there wasn't any other option. It stuck with me for the rest of his life.
Patience. On her part, anyway.
The fact that we put our trust in God to help us through some times that when we were having troubles or
We've
whatever.
always have been going to church from the first day we got married.
I was traumatized by a lot of things that happened in my life. So that was one thing I said, I'm going to be a faithful husband. I'm going to have children and raise them the right way.
It's a commitment. Because there's some days that you really don't like each other, you know, but it's that you have promised to love that person and you stay with them.
God helped us through the tough time. We didn't have nothing coming in, no money from anybody, and we never did go to either one of our parents if we needed financial help. We made it on our own.
Preparing keeps you from having hard times a lot of times.
We believed in the same things. And we didn't want to quit. That and a lot of hard work got you through the hard times.
Sometimes I hated him, you know.
You just do what you have to do. I'm too stubborn to get up.
Yeah, I can vouch for that.
Nah.
You got to call on God to help you get through them.
And we usually prayed for help.
Well, with my first wife dying, that was very difficult. Just faith and prayer that sustained us because of the glorious hope of the resurrection.
Prayer and determination.
Don't jump into something else. Too many second marriages were ruined by children, you know, against the marriage. So we waited until all 5 of the children were for the marriage and so forth.
I always think of the Christmas time when he made me lay in bed while Cheryl made up the song to the tune of "We Wish You a Merry Christmas." She's saying, "We wish you would get up. We wish you would get up. We wish you would get up. So get up right now." And then they'd stomp their feet on the stairs and start, "We won't shut up till you get up. We won't shut up till you get up. We won't shut up till you get up. So get up right now."
We was going to take a moonlight walk along the beach, and we're out walking. We're talking about swarms of mosquitoes. Well, that was a nice romantic walk.
She got mad at me once and threw a pitcher of Kool-Aid at me. It was funny later, but it wasn't funny then.
When Mike was born, that's was good. It was a highlight.
We took the all-day mule ride down into the Grand Canyon. I can remember the name of the mule I rode, Nancy. Isn't that funny how you can remember things like that?
One time I came home from work, we had only been married just a short time, and he said, "We're going out to eat." I said, "What do you mean, going out to eat?" In the background I could smell this burnt meat, and he was supposed to cook the meat when he got home from work. Well, he cooked it all right, there wasn't anything left but a bone.
my midlife crisis, I guess. I bought a motorcycle, took a trip out west. It was fun. I was enjoying myself coming through the mountains, and she got sicker than a dog.
Good times.
But I got to spend almost 52 years with him.
You know, my husband passed away. Like I said, I was single 8 years. For me, I think just finding Jim.
I have grown to love her more than I thought I ever could.
He took care of me for 2 years. And I was sick, and that was a lot.
Kids.
When both of the kids were born.
Our 3 children,
Yes, our family.
and now our grandchildren and great-grandchildren.
Having 5 beautiful, wonderful children.
That's what I was gonna say.
Children all who love the Lord, serve Him.
To be linked with someone who has the same values and the same faith in Jesus that you do. I feel really blessed. I got a good one.
Don't take them for granted. Spend more time with each other, and I guess you'd say basically as become friends.
It's a commitment, and you have to work at that every day. It's a 24/7 job.
Don't take yourself too serious, and be able to accept the differences that you have and make that a plus rather than a minus.
The commitment is the big thing. You make that commitment that we're going to do this for the rest of our lives.
And you need to be in agreement on how to raise your kids, what to do with your money, and
You listen to God first. Pray for your kids from day one.
If we have a problem, try to settle it before we go to bed, and always give her a kiss before we go to sleep.
Church family is very important.
Stay away from big things. By settling while it's still a little thing.
That they marry another Christian.
This is the covenant between the marriage couple and with God. You love each other, you care about each other, you serve each other, you respect each other.
I think going into marriage with the mindset that this is permanent.
You can't expect her to be perfect. And she knows that I'm not perfect.
I didn't say that. I've never said that.
Understand how to live life and how to be content.
We left them with the right tools to make the right decisions.
I taught them to enjoy the outside. You know, they were raised in the church.
I lived a life that my kids would both appreciate and realize that, you know, that I did everything I possibly could to help them.
By giving my children the faith, and they pass it on to their descendants.
Whatever you do, do it to the Lord, and do it hard.
I think it's important that you can keep not 2 in your marriage, but 3.
You just have to lean on God and Christ.
That's what keeps you together.
Salvation only comes through Christ. And if you don't know God, you won't know Jesus. That's the most important thing there is. And
First priority, number one.
And the most important thing is to have Jesus in your life and to pass that on down to your children.
God is everything. We are created of God. We should honor God, obey God, and serve God.
To keep that marriage going, it's essential.